uncover the tragic story of women who glowed in the dark but lost their lives to radium poisoning. In the early 20th century, hundreds of women were hired to paint watch faces with glow-in-the-dark radium. These radium girls were unaware of the toxic dangers of handling radium, which was touted as a safe and glamorous job. Radium was marketed as a wonder substance that could cure everything from arthritis to tuberculosis, leading to its widespread use. As the women painted, they ingested small amounts of radium through their lips, mouths, and skin, causing severe health problems. Symptoms of radium poisoning included anemia, bone fractures, and eventually, a slow and painful death from radiation-induced cancer. Explore the ancient city of Shicheng, hidden underwater for over 1,000 years. Shicheng was an ancient city in China, abandoned in the 14th century and hidden underwater for over 1,000 years. The city was built in the 8th century during the Tang dynasty, a time of great cultural and economic prosperity. Shicheng was known for its stunning architecture, featuring intricately carved stone buildings and ornate bridges. The city was abandoned due to a combination of natural disasters, including floods and earthquakes, and human activities. In 2001, the city was rediscovered and excavated, revealing a remarkably well-preserved ancient metropolis. Today, Shicheng is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting tourists and archaeologists from around the world to marvel at its ancient beauty. Discover the hidden passage beneath Rome's streets, built by ancient Romans. Rome's secret tunnel is a 2,000-year-old network of passageways beneath the city's streets. The tunnel was built by ancient Romans to provide a hidden route for military and official processions. Stretching over 12 kilometers, it's one of the longest and most impressive underground structures in the ancient world. The tunnel was constructed using traditional Roman engineering techniques, including stone arches and brickwork. Despite being hidden for centuries, the tunnel was rediscovered in the 16th century and has since been excavated and restored. Today, visitors can explore a portion of the tunnel, gaining a unique glimpse into ancient Rome's architecture and engineering prowess. Yes, you read that right. Viking warriors wore makeup to signify social status, with more elaborate designs for higher ranks. Eyeliner and other makeup helped Viking warriors to intimidate enemies and appear more fearsome in battle. The Vikings believed that makeup had spiritual significance, with certain colors and designs holding mystical powers. Viking warriors also used makeup to protect their skin from the harsh, sun-scorched climate of Scandinavia. Many Viking artifacts, including jewelry and combs, feature intricate designs and patterns that would have been used to apply makeup. The Viking tradition of wearing makeup continued long after the Viking Age, with medieval Scandinavian art often featuring elaborate facial designs. In 1872, a ship was found adrift with no signs of its crew on board. The Mary Celeste, a merchant ship, was discovered adrift in the Atlantic Ocean on the 5th of December 1872. The ship's crew of 7 was missing, with no signs of struggle, violence, or foul play on board. The Mary Celeste had set sail from New York to Genoa, Italy, just 10 days before its discovery. The ship's logbook and navigation equipment were found intact, with no indication of a distress signal being sent. The only clue to the crew's disappearance was a disarrayed life raft, with a boat hook lying nearby. Despite numerous investigations and theories, the mystery of the Mary Celeste's crew remains unsolved to this day. Imagine a giant wave of molasses destroying a town. On the 15th of January 1919, a storage tank ruptured in Boston's North End, releasing 2.3 million gallons of molasses into the streets. The molasses flood traveled at an estimated 35 miles per hour, destroying everything in its path, including buildings and streets. The disaster claimed the lives of 21 people, with many more injured, and left a trail of destruction 90 feet wide and 160 feet long. The molasses was so thick and heavy that it took weeks to clean up, with workers using steam shovels and dynamite to remove the sticky substance. The Great Molasses Flood was one of the most bizarre and deadly disasters in American history, with no clear cause or explanation for the tank's rupture. Get ready for a tale of sibling rivalry, murder, and power struggles in ancient Egypt. Cleopatra's father, Ptolemy XII, ruled Egypt from 111 to 51 BCE and had multiple marriages, producing several children. Cleopatra and Ptolemy XIII were co-rulers of Egypt, with Cleopatra serving as the regent and Ptolemy XIII as the pharaoh. Ptolemy XIII became increasingly power-hungry and eventually had Cleopatra's marriage to her brother Ptolemy XII annulled, declaring himself the sole ruler. Cleopatra and her brother Ptolemy XIII engaged in a brutal civil war, with Cleopatra seeking the help of her brother's co-regent, Mark Antony. In 48 BCE, Cleopatra's forces were defeated, and she fled to the Mediterranean island of Pharos, where she eventually reunited with Mark Antony.